Charity Ngilu ameitikia mwito.
I invited DPSM to come and check on who we have in the county so that we are on the right track. I invited people to come and build capacity in the county, and now we are on the right track. We have gotten for the first time, Kitui County, a qualified report, 2017-2018. And we are ready to actually go through it with you. It has taken us a lot of time to do so, and there could have been, looking at the capacity that we have, areas where, like coming with a letter to show that we actually sent these documents to you. But I want to tell you that we have made great improvement, but we have got to be the best, I can tell you. So, looking at what we have got to talk about today, you need to then ask, and this is what I ask you, and I had looked at this letter, and you say I was selective in what I wanted to say. I didn't look at the March and the June letters that I received, which we had already replied to, that I say to you, these documents that we have, would they be interrogated adequately within one day? And you said we must come. We can ask you whether we can take another day and come so that you can look through this and also go through the same with the Auditor General. Otherwise, we feel we have made great improvements in the accounts. And
Chair, can I inform the... I want her to get to the end of her submission, because then now we can...
It is on that point that she's submitting on. It's on that point because, you know, maybe the governor doesn't have the facts as they are. And the information I would want to give her, maybe because Kiswahili is our national language. That is the language we probably understand more. The reports that you referred to that the county government of Kitui had called disclaimers in simple Kiswahili are called hati mbaya. Adverse opinions in Kiswahili are called hati isiyoridhisha. The opinion you have now, the one you're saying you have a qualified opinion, in Kiswahili it is called hati yenye shaka. When you have hati yenye shaka, you would want to be asking yourself whether it is something you want to be proud of. It says ile hati uko nayo iko na shaka. And if you read through the report, the opening paragraphs by the Auditor General in English says except for. That word except for is the shaka in the hati yenye ulionayo, your certificate. So that is for your information, Governor, an opinion that is called unqualified in Kiswahili inaitwa hati inayoridhisha. Hapo ndio unaweza kufika. That's what you would get. What you have now is hati yenye shaka.
Yes, but Mr. Chairman, if you have never had one time in the life of the county document that even Auditor General could say, we have checked it and even ask questions. And for the first time you can ask questions, that at least we have gone up from zero. This is called a lot of improvement.
Okay, it is Governor, order. You are not going to use this forum to
go to the substance of the discussion.
Yes. No, we are not going to the substance. I want us to have order. And the governor, being a politician, I'm sure she'll take every opportunity to show how well she's doing. And we, as a Senate, we want county governments to do well. We want county governments to do well. This committee has been extremely indulgent with the governor for Kitui. We came to Kitui as a Senate, and we did not...
I have not even thanked you for doing that. Thank you for coming to Kitui.
So we have been extremely indulgent. When we went to Uasin Gishu, the governor of Uasin Gishu appeared before this committee in Uasin Gishu. When we came to Kitui, we did not even invite you to appear before us because you relayed the information that you'd be busy with other issues.
No.
That is what we have on record. Order, Governor. Governor, not every matter deserves a fight. I want you to compose yourself. Just breathe in and be composed. This is not the political trenches. This is Parliament, a house of order and record. So you don't have to pick a fight with every statement. Now, we have been extremely indulgent with you. We have issued summons to governors on the basis of the letter you wrote to us regarding the appointment we had on Tuesday. We took a very kind position, and I convinced my members to be present on a Friday today. This senator for Meru has a Njuri meeting. We senators from Homa Bay, we do burials on Fridays. The senator for Kiambu has other business, and so is everybody else in this room. Parliament cannot...
Na bila shaka mpenzi mtazamaji, ni Charity Ngilu, gavana wa Kitui, akiendelea kuhojiwa na kamati ya seneti kuhusu uhasibu wa mali ya umma, akiendelea tu kujibu maswali hayo. Hapo awali alikuwa ameelezwa awe ni mwenye kutii na kuheshimu ile kamati inayomuuliza maswali yale, lakini kwa sasa naona inaendelea vizuri.
Endelea. Kuna baadhi ya magavana kama wana dharura wanatuma ujumbe mapema kueleza kamati ya seneti kwamba mmetaka nifike tarehe fulani, lakini naomba udhuru kwa sababu nitakuwa nafanya kitu fulani maeneo fulani. Lakini kwa baadhi ya magavana washughuliki hata kuitikia ule mwito, na kitu ambacho kimewaudhi sana maseneti. Kumbuka wakati wa nyuma akisema isifanywe nyumba ya wazee, ipewe heshima ili itekeleze majukumu yake kikamilifu na kama ipasavyo kwa mujibu wa sheria na kanuni za katiba yetu ambayo tuliweza kuidhinisha mwaka 2010. Lakini kufika ishara mwanzo mpya.
No, it's actually 19. 19, section 19, and we have applied this previously in the case of Kwale. We have applied this in the case of Nairobi. And we have certain we have certain decisions to make. Section 19 says where a witness fails to satisfy the relevant House of Parliament or committee, the relevant House or committee may impose upon the witness such fine not exceeding 500,000 shillings, having regard to the witness' condition in life and all the circumstances of the case. A person may pay the fine under subsection 1 to the clerk of the relevant House. Parliament or its committee may order the arrest of a person who fails to honor a summons. Having considered your submission and having considered the circumstances, and having gone through the history of our engagement and the opportunities that we have given you to talk to the Auditor General, to mitigate on the queries raised, and to share your written responses with this committee, I'm going to rule that this committee shall apply the sanctions that are spelled out in Section 19 of the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act. And Gavana Ngilu, this committee shall fine you 500,000 shillings for having appeared but not bringing the documents that were required of you in our various correspondences of 12th of March, 11th of June, and in the newspaper adverts. This fine may be paid to the clerk of the Senate, and this fine shall not be paid by the county government of Kitui. This is a personal charge to Gavana Ngilu. I think that then wraps up the position on the procedural issues. The next date of appearance shall be by way of summons. We'll have to look at our calendar and we'll have to decide what would be the best date, because I don't want these members to be sitting here on Fridays and then a governor comes without documents and then we waste all the other opportunities that we had for the day. So clerk, please make sure that a letter is dispatched today that is detailing our recommendations, our resolutions, and directing the governor on how to settle the fine. On that basis, then, we cannot proceed on the substantive issues. The meeting is therefore adjourned.
One final remark before you do so, Mr. Chair.
The chair adjourned the meeting.
Yeah, but when
the meeting has ended.
Produce the letters that we actually brought these documents, it is neither here nor there. If we are going to produce the letters,
we have made the ruling
Yes, but
there is no letter before us. You are talking of imaginations.
No.
And we are not going to engage on. We are not going to engage on matters that are not before us. So that is a position of the committee. The meeting is adjourned. This committee meets again next week on Monday at 9:30 a.m.
Stand by. Stand by.